Welcome to part 4 of the Kazon Raider build-up. First of all, I hope everybody had a happy Christmas and a happy New Year to everybody too. Sorry for not being around for a while. I've had to do adult stuff like decorating. Boo! That's rubbish. But then I've also had to recover from doing the decorating too, which is even more rubbish. But there you go, these things happen. But we're back to the kit now. We've got quite a bit done to it, really. To be fair, we've got all of the lighting in these parts. I think there's a total of 5 red 0603 SMDs in there. We've gone for the red ones rather than anything else because it just helps really with the controlling the lighting basically more than anything else. But they're in. All the seams have been done as well. There's not much seam work on this actually, which does surprise me for an old kit. If anything, it was just the pock marks that were in the kit, or the sinkholes as I like to call them, more than anything else. They're the ones that took most of the time to deal with. But it's not looking too bad on those. We get the bench supply on, and then we can take a little look. This is the really fiddly bit that my hands don't like. Just need to find the other wire. Oh, there they are. The only problem with the wires on this one, I could only get these ones with a white plastic wrapped around them. And the problem is with this is the fact that this is not like any ordinary plastic that I've ever seen, to be fair. It's really, really stretchy, doesn't actually break. Which makes it hard to get the wires out with the plastic, and you only get three strands of wire in each one, so they're very thin, and unfortunately you can't burn the plastic off of these either, which is a pain in the backside because these the wires are too long on these, but there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to put up with it and shove them in the ship as they are, because they are just not good at all. But hey ho, never mind. I mean, if they were just the magnet wire on their own, that would have been a lot better, but these are the only ones that we could get hold of. But if we look up in there, I'll just turn off the big light that we've got, but you can see there's a nice little glow coming out of those, and then we've also got a nice little glow coming out the bottom there as well. And then we've got the 2 red SMDs for this area here as well, which links up to this part here. And that does actually, if you put this part on, I don't think you're going to see it in this light, to be fair, but if you put that over there like so, you can actually see a little bit of a glow coming through it. So hopefully by the time all of the parts on this are actually painted, see if I can get this thing on there properly, my good lord. There we go, that's about right. You can see there, you've got a bit of a glow, so we're just going to see if, coming in from the edges there, so we'll just see if once it's all put together that we get a better glow than that. If not, then I'm going to have to add another one in there for the middle area, and then hopefully that should do it. But it's not coming along too badly, and we got the same done to the other one. We've also got the windows in there, and we've got these 2 parts together. This one is okay, because that one actually leans up against the ship, so I've cut out the corresponding hole for that one. These 2, however, are a bit of a pain in the backside, because these actually step away from the ship. So what I'm going to have to do is build a little box light for these to add those in, to add the lights in for those, and then drill the holes into the ship as well at the same time. So that's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum, but you know, these things happen. and you just have to deal with it the best that you can. But yeah, it's just going to require building a little box light around those to get those in. And then we've got the tusk as well. That's all been put together, and all the lights are in that. And that's not looking too bad either, actually, to be fair. We've got the 0603 warm white SMDs in there as well. With this, what I'm going to be able to do is basically connect everything together, and then I'll be able to shove the wires down into this part here, because the good thing is this part here is going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't really matter so much. So you're not really going to see a lot. So I can just tuck the wires down in there. I've already got the wires coming out the bottom of the ship that correspond for this, so that's not going to be too bad. I have tested it. There's no light leaks coming through this. And again with this, apart from a little pop, a few little sinkholes, this is actually not too bad, to be fair. The seams aren't at all bad on this, so I'm quite happy that we're going to be able to get this put on with minimal effort and minimal light blocking, really, to be fair. So that's quite good. And then the other bit that we've got is a ship on a stick. If we can get it, there we go. So this is the ship on a stick. So basically what I've done is I've completely covered this in now. We've got the mains wires coming out the bottom there. We've also got the wires for the warp drive here, and then this is where the little tusk sits into. So that's quite good. And then obviously we've got the a bit of wood put in there that's been drilled through for the pole to stand in. And then all along the top, basically from about there all the way to there, we've got one long strip of warm white SMD tape in there. No, sorry, not SMD tape, LED tape. I do apologise. I'm being stupid again. So that's looking quite good. And again with this, if we can just turn the other light back on again for a second, there we go. We've got all the seams filled in, and the good thing is with this is the fact that the seams on this didn't take a great deal of time to do, and the seam work is actually very minimal on this as well, which is also good. Quite happy about that. I know that some people have actually had a bit of a tough time with the seams on this. Sometimes the seams have been sort of like, you know, about ½ centimetre or whatever gap, but on this, yeah, it's gone together quite well. I did spend quite a bit of time cleaning up all of the edges, etc. on this, because I knew it was going to be a tough one to seal. And what doesn't help with this particular kit is you've got the two sides that go together, and then this bit up here is separate as well, and then this part down here is also separate. So you basically, you've got to get 3 parts in there and get them together and jostle them about before the glue actually has a chance to dry properly, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, really. I don't know why they built this kit the way that they did, because it takes more fiddling about than anything else. But hopefully now that's all together, we're not going to have any problems with it. As I say, I mean, the light leaks have been taken care on this, the seams have been taken care of, minimal work there. I think with this it was just a matter of just a lot of prep work around the edges of the ship, really, along the mating surfaces, to make sure that it went together quite well. So the next part for me is to get the warp engines on this, and then also get the tusk on, and then get a few other little random bits and pieces on it. I'm going to have to, in here, these parts are just going to need to be painted with clear yellow, just a light sort of dusting coat on these, really, more than anything else. And then what I'm going to need to do once I've done that is just basically mask those off when I do the painting on it, which would be fairly easy to do, to be fair. I think what I might do is actually use the micro mask, which is this one here. I've used that before on a couple of builds, and this one actually works quite well compared to other ones. It's like a latex mask that you can just put on and then just pour it on. Sorry, you can brush it on. Sorry, I'll put my teeth back in. You brush it on and then just leave it to dry, and then you can peel the stuff off. And it does come off really, really easily. It's one of the best ones on the market as far as I'm concerned. You got the Humbrol one, which is a pink one, which is basically a latex as well. But for some reason that doesn't work as well as the micro mask. The other thing that I'm going to need to do to this one as well when we do put it together is mask off all the windows again, because the tape's actually come off of these, which is a bit of a shame. But hey ho, you know, that's one of those things. I should have thought about that really before I actually put the masking tape on the windows, to be fair, on the outside, because it will come off when you're handling it. So I don't know why I bothered really, to be fair, but there you go, these things happen. But yeah, that's about where we are, guys. As soon as I got some more work done to this wee beastie, I will come back to you on that one. The other good news is, before we go, is we have now managed to get hold of the USS Voyager kit that's been on order for quite some time. It finally came into stock and was sent out to me, which is quite good. And I also picked up the shuttle bay kit for it as well. I'm in an iron as to whether I was going to buy that or not, but I ended up buying it in the end, so I've got that now. So as soon as I finish this kit, I will get back to doing the Voyager as well, which is going to be good fun, because I'm looking forward to doing that one. Not, you know, with all the little rooms that it's got in it, and all of those blessed windows again that I'm going to have to drill out and whatnot. And I'm thinking with the Voyager as well that I'm more than likely going to use the nail acrylic on that one as well, for the windows. I think that's going to be the best option, rather than just using the microcrystal clear glue. I just prefer, to be fair, I just prefer the look of the acrylic powder in that one. But that's going to be about it for guys. I will come back to you as soon as I've made some more progress to this wee beastie. So until then, please do take care and happy modelling.